You may have heard from your second grade teacher that if you swallow gum, it could stay in your stomach forever.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the most prevalent misconceptions we were made to believe as children.
When I was growing up, I remember my mother telling me, not to go in the pool until it was 30 to 60 minutes after I had my last meal.
Number 10. Dogs only see in black and white.
Have you ever wondered how your dog experiences the world? Here's what she sees. Not terribly interesting. But what she smells, that's a totally different story.
Whoever told you that your pet dog growing up could only see in black and white was exaggerating, you could say. While dogs don't have the necessary cones to see all the colors humans can, they are able to see blue and yellow.
Blue, yellow, blue, yellow. I don't know.
So the next time you're shopping for a dog toy, a blue or yellow ball could be the way to go. Somewhere along the way, red-green colorblindness got confused with total colorblindness. If you happen to hear this common misconception again, be sure to stick up for the pups so their visual capacities are properly represented.
Mom, Dwayne has 20/20 vision.
I bet he does.
Okay, now we're going to check to see if you're colorblind.
Number 9. You'll catch a cold if you go outside with wet hair on a cold day.
Not like this, they won't. Mijo.
Dry your hair as soon as you get home. You'll catch cold if you don't.
Don't go outside with wet hair, you may have been told. But this is actually one of those occasions where your parents were wrong. Sure, it might not be the most pleasant feeling to stand outside with soaking wet hair on a freezing day. And it's certainly recommended you bundle up.
So here's the answer you've been waiting for. Does wet hair on a cold day have any impact on making you sick?
No.
However, there is no evidence to suggest that wet hair attracts viruses and increases your chances of getting sick. Even the cold weather itself doesn't directly cause someone to become ill. There's a common misconception that there's a casual relationship here.
So again, can having wet hair cause a cold? The science tells us no.
Number 8. It's illegal to drive with your interior car lights on.
Today, Steve, we're talking about something you may have been told was illegal as a kid.
Did you ever irk one of your parents by turning the interior car light on as a kid? Surely you had your reasons for doing so, whether it was to see the fruit snacks you were eating or poke your sibling with greater accuracy. Your parents may have insisted you turn the light off, going so far as to say it's illegal.
I do. I want you to know my mom told me not only was it illegal, not a ticketable offense, she was going to jail if it was on.
According to some in the automobile industry, many drivers believe this to be an actual law because of what they were told as children. In reality, it's not. Some parents out there might believe they're telling their kids the truth about this made-up law. Other parents are probably just lying so the kid shuts the darn light off.
Here's the deal. There's nothing in the law that prohibits the use of interior lights while driving. In fact, the law doesn't even mention it.
Number 7. Peeing in the pool will change its color.
Scientists from the University of Alberta calculated that one commercial-sized swimming pool contained almost 20 gallons of urine.
If you were a big swimmer as a kid, there may have been times when you were having so much fun that you didn't want to leave the pool. Unfortunately, the human bladder doesn't always make that easy. The notion that relieving yourself in the pool would make it change color was a scary one.
He peed in the pool!
It's a victimless crime.
Everyone would know. How embarrassing. But the truth is, the chemicals in the pool don't react to urine by changing color. While it's true that peeing in the pool should be avoided, this widespread color explanation doesn't hold water.
You know they put a chemical in the pool that turns urine blue.
No. It's an old wives' tale, sweetie. It's an old wives' tale.
Number 6. You lose most of your heat through your head.
I know I'm gonna shave him. Damn Major.
I want you to be my damn brother.
No, that most of the body heat travels through the head,
Yes, wearing a hat in the freezing cold is a good idea. But no, it's not because you lose at least half of your body heat through your head. This common myth may have originated from an old army manual, which overstated the amount of heat lost through an unprotected head.
No, you see, that's just a myth.
Research shows that the amount of heat lost through the head, depending on environment and clothing, tends to be roughly proportional to the head's surface area relative to the total body. It works out to around the 10 to 15% range. While children have larger head-to-body ratios than adults, it's still a false notion that they lose most body heat through their heads. Your parents probably just wanted you to stay warm.
Are Mom, the Army, and Rose correct? Nope, not quite.
Number 5. Cracking your knuckles causes arthritis.
I think does not cause arthritis. That's a fact.
Maybe the noise of cracking your knuckles bothered your siblings or parents, but their efforts to get you to stop may have been based on fiction. If they told you it could have really harmful effects on your finger joints, such as arthritis, all they did was help a myth spread.
And while it might look a little startling, researchers say it does not actually do any harm.
Evidence shows there is no truth behind the notion that cracking knuckles leads to arthritis. This common tension-releasing action has been proven to be generally harmless based on multiple studies. If you didn't already know the truth about knuckle cracking as a kid, now it's been cracked for you.
So, crack away. We can verify, no, it does not cause arthritis.
Number 4. Sitting too close to the TV will damage your eyes.
What are you doing? How many times are I gonna tell you? You sit too close to the television, said you're gonna screw up your ammo, huh?
It's true that staring at the TV from close proximity could cause eye muscle fatigue. However, the notion that doing so will significantly harm your eyes in the long run lacks proof. TVs don't emit high enough radiation levels to seriously impact your vision.
You are sitting way too close to the TV.
This is one of those situations where your parents probably were just looking out for you, wanting the best for you. It could have just been an effort to make you take a break from SpongeBob for a while and go outside. Whatever the case, many of us were given this unfounded advice growing up.
So, no, sitting too close to the TV won't damage your eyes.
Number 3. Sugar causes hyperactive behavior in children.
I said I'm sorry. Geez, what is it with you? Why, you totally hyper? Something too much sugar?
Did your parents ever tell you that you can't have any more candy because it would keep you up at night? It's a widespread belief that sweet treats will have kids bouncing off the walls. However, a multitude of studies have shown that sugar doesn't actually cause hyperactive behavior in children.
In the studies, when they look at it, a lot of this was born out of a myth from popular diets in the 1970s and the 1980s.
Many people make false accusations between sugar consumption and hyperactivity, failing to recognize other factors at play. Although the link isn't truly there, children can also begin to perpetuate the misconception that it is. Kids like sugar and may even have biological urges to consume it. So it's not necessarily surprising that this myth developed.
But that myth of sugar causing hyperactivity has persisted, even though studies from then and now have shown that sugar does not affect a child's hyperactivity.
Number 2. You must wait at least 30 minutes after eating before going swimming.
All right, growing up, you probably heard your parents say to you that you have to wait 30 minutes after you eat before you can swim.
After finishing that tasty sandwich or piece of pizza as a kid, you were probably ready to hop back in the pool on a hot summer day. But wait, you have to wait at least 30 minutes, maybe even up to an hour, to go swimming again. That's what you were told. Sorry, but the adults were wrong about this one.
So sorry, parents. The argument just does not hold water.
Huh.
See that there?
It turns out there is no scientific evidence to back up the claims of significant muscle cramps or increased risk of drowning. Unfortunately, that means all that waiting before jumping back in the pool wasn't really necessary after all.
And we know now that really there is no scientific basis for that recommendation.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into Settings and switch on your notifications. Number 1. Swallowed gum stays in your stomach for 7 years.
You made me swallow my gum. It's gonna be in my digestive tract for 7 years.
The notion that gum could stay in your stomach for years after swallowing it was a frightening thought. Maybe a classmate told it to you, maybe a sibling or parent warned you about it, or you heard it through whispers in the classroom. It made sense. It seemed plausible. After all, gum isn't meant to be eaten, just chewed.
Oh, wonderful, yeah. Wonderful. Yes, but I swallowed my gum. How very dumb to swallow your gum.
However, the idea that gum stays in your stomach for 7 years has been debunked. Medical experts have deemed it mere folklore. Although not digestible, gum passes through your system at a similar rate as regular food. While it's called chewing gum for a reason, the 7-year concept is nothing more than a playground rumor.
Your body is equipped to handle gum the same way it deals with other food that it can't fully digest, like corn and sunflower seeds.
Let us know in the comments which of these myths you thought were true until today.
I don't believe this. I don't believe you.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.